kwa and no twem no say money adwuma na o
do na say you know never because again you boni three goes
ala wa kan
awa so ka say
okay we awa try that kobia ba o sentisa na ya na ba mo gile o ya di o tiro no di ni nyoma na di ni jana
ka umbeti magina
pe again so beto no
banka
no ko se ko na
ka kumbe no na ko se ko na
awade na ka chege no
oh na again ni betwem na obi sam say dog way nim so washroom
okay
na ode ni tablet ni phone ene ne
kakrai na mudi gina ho cheza ka
oh che enya oni sike na eba
banko fo hu twa pictures na dey now
sir
yes
ene binim
uni worry all right it yentu aso apacho a nyehwe go as a then the rain no mo go so sira was one day
buria
we so ko munyina
obi bi say dream sayefro buria ka bi ne frem oh then say oni unti sports say you taka
oh yeah
so you know
me defend you these days so unja
o say you unim me enye no no de afenya na bia be ka wasem
that's why you confused you're not too sure of your choice
me are confused
oh I am Africa
say you know Michelle Alaji Yakin one only academicals one top division 2 side be our Shantereja o follow pa
oh nice
yes o follow pa no, yes. So
if Naro is saying results are the main measures to keep a coach, then the Black Stars would have sacked their coach long ago. Amos, University of Education, Winneba.
Bramos, Black Star coach, and we say Yampamono. Intimin, the same friend.
Okay.
Right.
Sergio,
yeah.
And I share group stages nasi. Oh, Champions League.
CAF.
Match day 1. Yeah, CAF. Interestingly, as I say, yeah, clubs and Timianko. Unlike last season. Major say be interest na yeah last season. No, it be a few we now shedan kum. Ghana phone shedan money interest. Yes, because last season we had dreams in Confederation and we had Mediama in Champions League. Tina interest no umpa eduo na omoko stadium amanfo eko stadium eko he games no panti seju na be he games no do so much
Mediama Samatex
say me ka say last season na dreams were Confederation ena Mediama were Champions League nti interest no go mu pa last year but me ka Samatex and then so atramind this year went me nwurem
group stage
make a group stage
okay
send your interest in woman say you and quiet to say be a last season t say you top games one game many be show Al Hilal making a trip to Dar es Salaam omoko play omoko against Yanga and say you Nadia Lali so be beginning omo title defense one another tough game CR Belouizdad against Orlando Pirates say you ukoba mehimpa and no so Asian Champions League no course so say you Cristiano Ronaldo scoring a brace and also Ivan Toney also scoring a brace for Al Ali Saudi in an away game against Alliance so say you ukoba say you Mauritania say Aliou Cissé omo target no we say after say one Timian to so e was Senegal Mauritanian so Timian kwa AFCON ti omo ne coach na party with so say you see Aliou Cissé is the man that they are targeting say you can he possibly be a coach for the Black Stars no Aliou Cissé
he's got a sufficient experience
yes
the CV is rich
yeah
yeah Ghana and Nigeria some are catching capiso mo Ghana Nigeria na nko ba akufa but yenye sada
yeah so say you go
right.
we mo stories
okay the popular phrase the virginity of the game has been broken, often used by Ghanaian commentators, is believed to have first been coined by Sir Franco Naro. However, this phrase can feel sensitive or uncomfortable to some listeners, especially women. We kindly suggest that Sir Franco Naro consider creating a new phrase to replace it. That said, the royal and adamant listeners still prefer something with a bold and impactful tone. On you never in Germany, na di we aba. Una this phrase na you buy.
The
The virginity of the game has been broken. Also na de buy o anybody kwachi.
Enye no kre. Minim ho hwe.
Okay.
But a very interesting expression.
Yeah.
Very common.
Very common. So game na ye bo nyina na ye pese ye shego.
Yeah.
Ntim fa ball to atene mu ase change obi anwura atene no. Na wura mu na che watete atena.
Okay.
Watete atena so na che wa break virginity.
Wow.
Encantete no. So ye pese ye hu say baby ye bebun obi amfa no nkan ya. Atena ne tete ne bekire.
Okay.
Enu nti na se very mako ware foforo na ya ma inkumafo no the miracle sempa no so first match no ma say after first match umbenya evidence of virginity being
that our penny be
unfortunately he has come at the wrong time looking for things that belong to the ancient days. These days
you have used the best word. Dandelion word here is ancient. That is dandelion word.
Looking for ancient.
Our baby no you free nanga baby. Oh.
But you know when
you virgin there be shim there be bro.
Oh yes sir.
If you ho baby a no so. Newton mamemra ho.
They are chill for defilement.
We dey do this. Chief,
Papa house, Uber worry house people virgin. What bro? Nini? Okay. Kofa here.
The one when you take it over come you.
No, man.
Confidence in for me.
When you don't know.
Who's on penny for me says one more be ozongo. A virgin for.
Chief, yeah, now more discuss coach your champion. Say Adriana for na party ways, you know.
Yeah.
Adia ba ko pen na me share your league table. So there's something very very funny. Now o share your league table no chepa na omo squad ni susa ana players ni nyinyi kura no omo na omo scramble e wo form pa because the average age e wo from this season e wo league ni mu no omo na every e wo league no to kura. So it gives a message say experience and maturity here. But okonya experience and maturity no bro so don't forget say o 25-year-old boy e wo team mu asejo o be 30 or 32.
Okay.
Na Osha Accra Lions league ayebo nyina omo na mususa pa 18.8 average age. The Otosu 2 e Lagos Cities 20 years average age. Young Apostles and the Twaso 20.2. No about Dreams 20.4. Omo nyina our relegation ase ho. Okay. Na ba bia duena de ne bam kakra e yaro hosem ne say o kan mo amanyini wo league num pa na e bibia Gold Stars in the number 1. Omo 24.6 as average age and aduana Otosu 2. Now this season, no, every time Adriana be right into the second half, no, you can predict to say back into the first year. Every team no more bobia. Adriana bought first half no year, second half no to be more, second half no to be more. So me at some point let me catch Andy say, Adiba ko have me Adriana team no say they have squad or many pa. And no poor a football the na make keke. It is all the big home now show more field no almost squad in nature or more this season coach no or best struggle. And penny and pa coach your champion. They say no penny for and party ways. I am sure season inquiry no near you coach for Frostus Weddy. Season ya you woman inquiry near you coach for Fro Eddie away league same.
Wow.
Then the measure 2 teams. Yes, I Joe says sir. Now say coach as already a can you and che and check cry.
Oh no. Say a
but a yes on Tinan Champion Kobo could be mransa. Sala la no bi no tranchemi enkomra de senya bampa no ani anya de aboya you adi ano e no man ani adi ana em say message ne sesan em ma bonten officially say yi na di de na chese oto na adwuma so but this is how our game has been obi bedwie adwuma no e wokwan onfa ne team no konkowie enye ya champion kwa na de aduan sikwam and pam te say kemo ka say ka dreams ba bia ka say koma jersey to kwan ba bia Accra Lions say ka James Francis omo coach Bruni no na so ehye ye were 3 foreign coaches and o season ya ebo mu omo nyina ya under intense scrutiny coach Abubakar free Ivory Coast na ho kire na fi pa Obaka ni Boja Kapor mediama a coach no ono so ho kire na James Francis for Accra Lions 3 foreign coaches we nyina under a lot of scrutiny ye sure season be call but no board no so no Mediama team no ye pa. Mediama probably in terms of personnel and all the best attack. In terms of personnel.
in terms of personnel. Once they can attack, we are better more in China, Hona Shallow. That is how it has been. We are going to attack China, we are going to strike you. It's always been the case. Has to put our personnel, but balancing in Mahon. Medium or similar case. They have personnel, but balancing Yamai. Measure medium team. And House of Folk, as soon as Swatch boy. Me wa back up a catcher House of Folk ahead of Monaco Toko game.
Okay.
So, back
Uko two has for kwa mwa waza kotoko.
Oh, that be.
Tena no mo pemfu.
Nani onya
so no amachukwa ameyeduma.
Sa Franco di odi a obi se.
So tena has ageba.
Say previous games some about twam no ano. There's one thing amahu a. I like the
woman in Jrana.
Oh, me want to maintain.
Only say because they are different from me say the but obi esre.
Say, teams I can see me no but also betre has ageba. Kotoko sinto ana.
Da bi. Ayo mo asinto.
Has me sinto.
Say bra mi bo kan o mo tua say sinto no.
Na.
It's not same as what kotoko sinto.
Me mo kotoko kwadi.
What's it what has
na
no my correction.
Oh my god.
Before money kotoko. Okay.
There is a game before kotoko.
Yeah, boy finish yeah. The next the following week near election. And Sana and kotoko they had to folk near other games in 15.
So chrom na no mo dey practice we FA Cup nim. E fa no mo dey about.
Now mo dey na mo gaso mo coach.
Yeah, we try to go down so much. Yeah, try to go down so much. They drew her.
The Franco said that does no.
You are not there. How does affect relates to football? I want to. He won't keep quiet. As if he doesn't know your mysterious view. Stop worrying that innocent boy. It's not like Newton who okay. Honorable Kojoba Ajimana. So they want to trauma. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, Newton only Kojoba Ajimana na mana honorable.
Oh, honorable, I'm a boss pan.
Oba one in nam.
Debbie da. Me kwakra na me kwasra no.
Ohunzuma o church no nye.
Honorable.
Yes.
Honorable.
O kwakra kwasra no.
Yeah.
Okay.
So honorable be me TC form dia. Compensate honorable be TC form.
Okay.
Honorable be me TC form dia.
Na kama move here.
Yeah. All out. Honorable. All out. Me point ba bia me chura so.
Chief Executive Chairman Sir General Joe Laka Savimbi is looking damn good in his outfit this morning.
Who is that?
My regards to you, sir.
I don't know.
From Opon Afrane Akwesi, team manager Brekum Chelsea.
Oh, okay.
No, this have been
okay. Me dana sepa na da bia me no be sia bia no. Munga mu. Yeah, Savimbi no be feel bi pa.
If you're here, no go here.
Your body go feel out.
Oh, but when you free crew from.
Okay.
I'm saying we
need. If you go for go from homecoming now. She no enchekra ombaba na fe no madwetwe nkomo. Yeko na yakofa doctor the Penny's doctor. Na ono so de edi nkomo kakra ba de akanyina no ye de ebeka mo ho. Ye enchekra Dr. Muzu.
Fred Ru we there os de bia ne pressure wasoro. The hypertension Onum and Muzu diabetes is going to regulate the pressure. The any high sugar level. And I said the time be able say or that or bedroom so briana jo kakra was no dry. Kakra so come do. Who was how na the we here Muzu garlic bitters. Unti mo sisi moja no etimi ni akona be wo mu. Enti amata mo bia won say 93 edra American farmer no Muzu garlic bitters. Obi said doctor me breakfast madana ho ede mame. Doctor Muzu. My meduma dini nyine wie unya boga se ba go se gomu a. Obeda na ho. Uba weak immune system. Ubehia immune booster. Garlic pekesefra. Se nema we e boost immune system pa. Then one ka se timia fight nyarewa. Uwo this year be a stroke. Akana to from to miensama no. Odanti aka na wabre ne home wasoro pa na kuma ebose kim he oda fifre bet ni pa na fifre tino de ohia ya Muzu garlic bitters de ne to ase twhwe ne pa yie de kan sciatic pains no ase sciatic no ne to ase twhwe no pa ababa na nanti nyina onya Muzu garlic bitters mo wie oye jan ho aduma Itemambo di ho moja wia na awie. Ama body dey bien 83. What was radiana? And say high cholesterol. Why kesi abroso? Ana say bitamu biara bo se na o teso kind palpitation. Unya amuzu garlic bitters no mu a. Say how ni nyina e be free ho. Eya na kakra refree ade de ohia eya amuzu garlic bitters. Amuzu garlic bitters, it detoxifies the body. If you body enya free the pedua no mu. Essential bua mamoja no dia fusani yie pa. It also controls urine flow. The odun so basa odun so be hia amuzu garlic bitters. Edro way e dia pretty pharmacy herbal shop biara mu. Open no se mi se bia. Fanama na otibisu na frɛ for further and better direction. Amuzu herbal clinic ana mauji hio chalo. Me da hwefo ne tifo asida se ne ebesenhia.
Yeah, mamunyina kwa aba ede aba Muhammad 110 quickly. Na mahwe they also the Ebrahim from Africa. And sana de obiano ye de atwa muso. Awa.
Zajo.
Mamehwe blogman e the message we e buy. Na oka virginity of the game na ye kan ho asem no. O say, please, this is blogman. About the virginity of the game has been broken. The message has reminded me of another phrase by our Ghanaian football commentators, which is wrongly used. They say the first department of the game has come to an end, referring to the first half, which is wrong. If we say departments of the game, we are talking about the goalkeeping department, defense, midfield, and attack. Okay, blogman, they also the Abre and no. The virginity of the game. I first heard it from commentators Ni Anum Thompson and Harry Thompson. Wow, Ni Anum Thompson and Harry Thompson. What is your commentary there?
Harry Thompson Martini story.
The dean what? One thing commentary. Okay, and the main idea can.
Over to you now, Martini.
Ni was one thing.
Recorded in the bio. Recorded in bio.
Oh, Harry Thompson commentary.
IG GBC for no IG. Omuta upload short in B2.
Oh,
Oton voice
na
voice power.
When you be my
yes,
Harry Thompson voice.
Sure.
Commentary. Oh, when you be my entity.
Especially house kotoko games.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ebe ba masa upload bi.
Okay.
Now one year, you know, they are no more the two kotoko Africa now more the two to Facebook. One
oh, I know yeah, Chief. Kessben. Chief Kessben.
And you need to make your commentary.
Oh, okay.
Commentator old voice.
Yes, old voice. It's the two. They are not the two.
The biasa they show moment.
This year you download me now. You know.
Come Harry Thompson. Oh God. I want me into you.
Sergio.
But Obia was our voices. Nibia.
Blogman.
Yes, I need you. Come on, fan chain. Move on free. Move on from here. Na young mama phone TT. Sa commentary na. Harry Thompson. Hey. Our
Sergio.
Yanko.
Sergio Medimanico here. Cristiano Ronaldo's Al Nassr are now moko away to Al Gharafa. Oka AFC Meka Asian Champions League. It was a very good result. Where some couple of games on my ball. Yeah. Even the last game they played prior to this game, they lost at home against Al Qadsiya, Oko Saudi Pro League now. But they gave a very good response. Coach Stefano Pioli is doing a great job at that corner. In as much as Ronaldo about for second successive stint, league no more person munya up till now munya from Sankao trophy bia. But you the investment on my players abiba coaching changes our my and say they are pushing. But say somebody on sabe trophy no na akoya sem. And then it was a very good result. And even our opponent Al Gharafa now said, they also have a tough squad, Pau. And it was Joselu, the 2-goal hero for Real Madrid against Bayern Munich. Near the consolation for Al Gharafa during that 3-1 win. No? Cristiano Ronaldo scored he scored the final goal, and that was how it ended by 3-1. It was a brace. Sadio Mane didn't share game no kakraba Sadio nyamieni no crazy say Sadio Mane quality na ba from kakra. Of course Saudi Arabia no. As a many amount for ya adwene say ya no mo Saudi Arabia etio quality so. And I think say one of the things I be obeka say Sadio Mane in the play no say you are affecting the kaka. Come be highlight no edia tour. This was the first goal coming from the header Cristiano Ronaldo and the quick feed from Rogero to Otavio second goal no. Then Cristiano Ronaldo's third before say Joselu Ababenya the consolation no. And Al Gharafa almost paraded a very good squad because now Ferjani Sassi you be kind of Esperance. Obiabe Kaino the Tunisian team a call all the way to the semi-final of the 2019 AFCON. They came to the World Cup. He was also part of the Zamalek team that lost against Ali in the 2020 edition of the Champions League when Pichu Musimani was winning his first title for Nadi Al Ahly in the Champions League. He was the one who captained the Al Gharafa side. And then Salih Yassin Brahimi, formerly of FC Porto. So it was a very, very good game. I so that game I course Qatar Al Bayt Stadium, one of the venues of the World Cup. No, Al Ahly Saudi so ekonya a very good scoreline, 2-1 win against Al Ain. Now Ivan Toney Ebemu the second half and also the presence. It was especially the second goal, the first goal, a control from Riyad Mahrez, and then that pull out saw Ivan Toney. And I saw Leandro Jardim on the bench for Al Ain. So you na Herman Crespo na na coach Al Ain. Nansenya no money ne party with. I'm up for Jardim. Very, very important saves. And that one kept Ali in the game before say Ivan Toney the second goal. So they won by 2-1. It was also another one fine game I course in the AFC Champions League. Sergio and Ali beginning omo title defense no will CAF Champions League. Minim say Champions League nyan shase a obeka so mo no magic Sergio. Aya kwet is Premier League. Aya kwet is Premier League. Ye nyan pass ya obeka City na eje. Sergio because the last 5 seasons, Ali have played in all of the finals. And Omajimu 4.
Yeah.
So since 2017, Omo call final Omo Ntimi against WAC. And Omo back 3 years later in 2020. So since that year, they've never turned back. Won in 2020 against Zamalek. Won in 2021 against Kaiser Chiefs. They lost in 2022 against WAC. But they bounced back in 2023. Won against WAC. And just this year, I said, around June morning in 2024, they won against Esperance. So, and they stand as the hot favorites. And again, they are playing against one of the teams omo debut group stage, Stade Abidjan. Omo the Ivorian champions. And omo team now, the likes of Tijani, Obeka, the likes of Roger Asale. Roger Asale was part of the Sewe Sports team omo ball. CAF Confederations Cup final Muluzu against Ali. Before say a year later or two, Koka TP Mazembe team na omone the likes of Glasina Wakomo, Daniel Niejemo, Mbwana Samata team na Patrice Catron edidi the 2015 edition of the Champions League. Na Roger Asale was part of that squad. Of course, Switzerland Kakra Basejo is now back home as ono so Oka Stade Abidjan team. Ono na mi say Sejo, he could be the one or bet me threatening Nadi Al Ahly, especially as they playing. Injury concerns not too much. Rami Rabea, typical defender for Nadi Al Ahly na injury concerns or Kakra, but all the other guys are around. Mohamed Ani, Percy Tau, and then Wissam Abu Ali, that new striker, has discovered his form and is doing a marvelous job. So I see Marcel Koller and his guys getting a very good result at Cairo International Stadium. I renovate a honum pass. So it's a new game. I babe basu the Cairo International Stadium when Ali faced Stade Abidjan. Another game, Seju Ebeye Yanga against Al Hilal. Yanga Seju among for Bekai 2 years ago. On their way to the CAF Confederations Cup final, now they were in the Champions League. And Al Hilal eyo mufrim. Na Imoro Ibrahim of Kotoko was part of the Al Hilal team. Ekoyo mufrim. And Sergio Omuyo mufrim, they dropped into the Confederation and they went all the way to the finals. But unfortunately, they lost against USM Algiers. And then almost rem into the CAF Champions League group stage. Last season, Yanga were very good. So group amuremu. Against Mediama, against CR Belouizdad, against Ali, they managed to come second. And Sergio, that game against Mamelodi Sundowns, it was a clear goal after seeing the video. VAR was there, Sergio. Nankaibe Yanga and Nankaibe progressed to the next stage of the game, a semi-final. No. But Sergio, VAR and TNT Juma, Inti Emma. Amo Burkina Faso squad. Stefan Aziz ki go now, Sergio, and Timianjina. Yanga Pamo coach. Miguel Gamondi, Niodi Omobaha, Omobeshia Media Man Seju, he's now not the man at the touchline, but a certain Siad Ramovic, who was coached at one of the clubs, the South African PSL. No. So he's now taking over. But majority of the squad are around. Who are the likes of Stefan Aziz Kimo, Khalid Aucho, that 8 JCR, Sergio now Bonabaso in that game against Mediama last season, who is now even one of the members or captains of Uganda national team, or one of the members. And Sergio, it's a very nice game. I bet when Al Hilal makes a trip and the Benjamin Mkapa Stadium, Dar es Salaam to face Yanga. And among four, you should say, and stadium ne Bema. Because Dar es Salaam, the Okwa, the Bia Stadium, no, Eyema. Al Hilal, not too much of signings, and then Florent Ibenge has kept his post for some couple of times now. And where my club said, "Your mobile league, no, in Mauritania, keep one in shape." Where Abdurrahman Kuku, Shomo striker Abdurrahman, your share second goal for Sudanese national team when he beat Mohamed Salisu to that game. Abu Agla will be the man taking midfield alongside Walid Din Khidr. And also, one of the games I said you a very, very, very tough. Ebaso Ewo Dar es Salaam. Sergio CR Belouizdad will also be hosting Orlando Paris. Orlando Paris are they are making a story for themselves this season in the South African PSL. They want to win the league after for 7 consecutive times. Mamelodi Sundowns win the title. No, Omukwa way to CR Belouizdad. Islam Slimani, formerly of FC Porto, formerly of Sporting Lisbon, formerly of Leicester City. Sergio is now back. It was CR Belouizdad team. And then Benya Coin Ashomo against Orlando Paris. So group stages, all right.
Isn't it surprising that Gold Stars, who lead the GPL currently, doesn't have a single player in the Black Galaxies team? If none of their players is doing nothing extraordinary, then why are they on top of the league? Kingsley Nebusa same way the free tamale.
Sergio na menene tikasimu ya. Message ya ene pay yes.
Kingsley the free tamale.
Yes, anope ya.
As if someone in the discussing.
Yeah, anope ya na menene utinkan.
Wow.
Yes.
Mwanwa na.
Yes, Sergio enwa.
Azumu bi chance.
Mami mra. It's surprising na.
You know, it's surprising say. The fought for their position.
But kwesi adu or the zunum bia na.
Them.
So,
we justify inclusion on my.
What's your more squad
in batches? No,
it's your official squad, Nini.
No.
So, okay.
Batches, no.
But I still think good start players should be in there.
Yeah. Galaxy.
Yes.
And you know, no more my friend for more.
I for now we are extraordinary.
Good stars.
Yes. I feel say chant team next some come.
No, their striker Kumi should be there.
Kumi. I think
Franco Mangwa should be there. I think I should be there. Their goalkeeper, Ivan Skobi should be there. Emmanuel Kobe should be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Unless they are telling us they will consider them next time. And next time you know, these guys, experience, quality, they've shown it in the Ghana Premier League.
All right. So also the fabe bia fufuru bia bia leader no ne hwan na bia mo de kofa reason fufuru bi say unna nsuo num dia the favoritism na motaka ka won se no but we shouldn't tisa intino una na o yes yeah the team fufuru bia nka be reading meanings
I will only conclude. You know, I will only conclude when it is a final day squad. You know, I mean, the say even I'm no. Me the final conclusion said this is the list they are presenting, and they do upon all the enlistment Tamayano, who has refuted the point that I've raised. Said the American, you disagree. And the final squad, no, and I know I buy young Mekase, see. That's my point.
But Sergio, I think say
okay,
me, I don't subscribe to squad no name in batches.
Okay.
I don't subscribe to that. Right. Say a league no more form, they have the quality near from nature say or more near more beko camping.
All right.
This say be in one or two say be bakubia who say we are sorry or yeah the name but in batches in Sergio you consider and Sergio ye be caller for Black Stars say ye in batches ana. Say in batches. Ye more the main state team no near frame. Me, I just don't subscribe to your fret players no in batches no Sergio. And look at my consistency.
And my players no dosu.
Say mo dosu. Nti ye mo ya de no quickly name from that's all.
I see.
Yes,
and yeah, your point, pa.
Yes,
because Black Stars so players no so dosu pa.
Say what players be.
But they are trying for the finalists.
Yes.
But we know me and say be near fret 5 be near fret. And who do ka say
next time now come.
Yeah.
It gives me an indication that they don't follow the Ghana.
That's it. And no.
That is the indication.
That's it.
Because news all follow Ghana Premier League. That the players.
Yeah, the consistent.
Let's call up on the bread of say me how many to do. It's near 55. At the call up. Everybody for call up 55.
Yakopa WhatsApp videos no kakra. And minim so mbetimi de be 4 5. Na fe na de no so mo de aka ho a. Mo de bapa but time and enyebi emfa emma omo. Sir Tony and our Muhammad mentioned Ronaldo's brace. They forgot to mention a new record he has as the only player to have scored against 200 teams. Dr. Bruce in the way okay, then the Masipa no contribution so far. What's up videos?
Behind the scenes. Say yo, sports there, you no green number 1 in town. The film sports no. But for you never say mo. Say mo ya, adanya mo di form you no green e high. You e wo adwuma mtie adwane say betie foreign news na say mo ya ne sa na. E ba say ha adwane ye sere mo. Mo nya hu bibi kakra ma ye wa. Ni mu ye foreign news na say mo be ya bet na. E be ti ase ama mo. Ya me aduma Liverpool say be shema bet. Ya me aduma chena e da ma say.
Say yo, good morning. Louis ni aka Blue. Say yo, no Ebramba. Ama ya mo e video. Na me say be cancel me. Niti so edit so e kan na mani aje ba. Because Ebra coach ogun yes ye mpene. Oti e futu kakra o de believe be go fifi. Ni seno onu wo hu. Say supporters na ne mpene. The sabo di editor the referee crashing and say and probe young football on young crucifan supporters in the referee because what here said kakra ya winning 1-2 and I make us say your bench or one more bench no na say na elfekwa do to bench Emmanuel to bench no one can come just say I would say Tinako to bench in F pa Nemra Mubamunsu and I'm so more experience or more quality or to bench and no more ready game or Mubamun on the ball no simple cry almost have a come one down and my pressure Vienna so ate koraa fa mo so na nke bitima sa mo ba bitima sa hye 2 goals koraa ka.
Yeah, Sergio, good morning. Anɔpa de me kyerɛw no abadwafo nyina Barros ni Sergio bibieni. Sergio mpɛsɛ menka bibi kakra mfa Liverpool legend Jim Carragher ne comment o ma fa Mo Salah ho. I think say wa make comment yi Sergio he yenka no kwese Mo Salah ye English player enkenye se na nkombe treat no. De waye pa de ma Liverpool no. Ba na nka ye English player me gidi se nkomo ne na ka contract ho asem dada. Sergio player no no utumi se no se na nka onkoye interview bia nkoka se ye ne nka contract ho asem na wo Jim Carragher akotena TV so ka bibi se Liverpool team no how kwan be fa so age league na for now mo dwene na enye contract extension for those 3 players no obobo odin so wo de wo dwene team no hu but player no so dwene in future ho odo team no nti wo se nka team no ene ne tena se no mo ka contract extension at least Woman 1 year akra na efe so hu na mo ne nka hwe player most important player wo team ni na se mo ne nka sa mo ne nka hwe no an se player no wo team ni mo anti na se afi na so no afuro no okọ so hu enye fe se na also mo treat no na wo be ka se ai player no wa anya de wa nka se yi na selfish na wo pese o kire se team no so team no so ya selfish because ono so odwene ni team no kwa we fa so agere ti se oje league this season na se team no next season anko yi a na fa so be ne also so on se ju mu ne nyame nya adwuma me das.
Okay, Yensa Imra, Yema Ubia Kwabamra program ye eso. All right. Before so kwa Mickey Bebano, Andy, binum so adwene ye o say. So Saki Kucha, one, I interest circumstances surrounding sa team no. Kwan omfa so omu japless kwan ne omu recruitment. Any one now, omu consider sa nyoma na nsana. Omagina so their Saki coaches. Okay, yeah. So comedian ma. No, uko Adriana. Yeah. So mo ajitum se squad na depleted.
Yes.
Uko dreams ah. Omo jitum se squad no depleted.
Yes.
Uko Legon cities ah. The same. The DNT na mo ka uko Accra Lions. Squad near depleted. Yeah. It's now Brunina some like. Yeah. But one consider squad now they are more depleted. Why?
Okay.
As I'm on fair to the coaches.
You know?
Yeah.
Me the whole perfect. Say we need to because me hey the idea that me say prosperity need to win the league there the players so crap.
Okay.
Obiaka say man time I say I disagree. Yeah. Obiaka say new players I disagree. And
because of Dr. Ogum because of the performance before a Diana game,
yes.
You agree perfectly with the person.
Yes, because the players demands the team know how almost the run a club no. The was a resource on Kwano the push team.
Yes. Good. I want to invite the class.
The two said you know Oko Dreams FC.
Yeah.
The two Emmanuel J. Their striker Omunina ko Jalilu Munina ko. Inti clearly the team now is depleted. Yeah. But you know, let's not forget. There are some coaches the clubs also got trust to Omumu say. The team near depleted that those are the coaches that will turn things around. One example is Karim Zito. You know, Dreams in catch coach Karim Zito the Confederation Cup. We did to say Jalilu aboard the team my friend no. Dreams FC for not less than 5 years to the level of national team. Inti omo eboche everything oduro mo ba nations. Inti alisu bo say enema ba fem. But you know why have you rotated Zito from under 17 to under 20? It implies that we feel say Dreams omo top players are omo consider all their 5 teams you know. And finally omo their draw players their barbe count. Say these are talented guys ope coach say also on hunting for talent now on develop talent now betting ya Zito had a trademark of nurturing those talented players na mama mature paper cause for example team a friend no Legon Cities e de omo players ni bi kwan e bi ko Steven Apia aba team a friend no Hearts of Folk ye captain do aba kotoko we echo Hearts of Folk now players na omu no pakosi compared second division and or the omo buy now you know if you have a code to 10 things around who again it is pakosi because e yade a why the trademark then the track record inti na won de Lagos Cities man no and if you know pakosi very well you know the other backup pakosi asempa and say oni ono obi a training history and e kotoko coach ye and then how to focus coach ye and then kotoko back bill and aduana start okoye but again how a pakosi picking players from schools now develop those players my players na be mature na even the days of Medendop ubetimi aboni di ato no so Lagos City believe say no matter what the struggle players are not paid and issues here and there if there's any code to develop the talented players now it is still pakosi the issue of Impia Kaya Bas you know club not to egu me did to say me as an analyst I can consider those things but Lagos City still believe that Pakosi should be in the helm of affair because if there's any coach to turn things around in terms of the talented players of Mascato it is him. Say I can't do from a second division and I'll call Lagos Cities in one season he's in Kotoko. Steven Apia Oko had to focus no of Fritama Youth Division 1 Omoko second division he's in Heart of Folk. It is not as if the previous years Pakosi signed players from Ghana Premier League class and at the next season in a year Oko only from Ghana Premier League clubs that are turning in players are could say Obenya Bako and Mienu Bia say Yeko bit the Bala last season Eshe Heart of Folk. This season was a Kotoko. The Bala and Sono he was playing for Ebony. So far the Bala Abet Yeboa. He was playing for Ebony. Was a Heart of Folk classes in 2. This season was Shakoto. He was playing for Ebony. And he could talk to Fabi in the again. Players no more femon or one or domba no be your muye because Hesika Lagos City 1.8 billion. You don't expect them so much. So be say akwa 1 billion they want because on wood enti me jitu me say akatua condition of service players and say you tria oko and the principal question good but them know you just say yeah so this I need to go by that line with my watching
Yes.
so this I say strictly man for yam especially
Entirely.
yes especially a big club open bread but Adriana no said you me to say Oman replace those materials that were expected to be missed but said you finally so let me be honest you go to Royals at the point place for you but say no we it is general ning na echi no club administrators no so we need adwuma ni omo ngase ntia player supporters can say kai kwa say sikwemo they won't see that your head will be on the chopping board and it is very easy for the coach to know good he must leave inti so ujitum say obey ni nko adia sajo anko ya yabaka for matter.
Wow, Common Sense Antiquary shouldn't be deceived by the win they got at Doma. Well, it was long overdue. The coach, our champion, was still posted at Diana, and it should have been sacked even before the game against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Adriana had won just 2 in their last 11 games before playing Kumasi Asante Kotoko this season. So their team is very weak. Lastly, thumbs up to Nana Kwekwajiman, coach of Vision FC, for his wonderful pre and post-match interviews. To me, he's the best in that field currently. In the league, seconded by Ogum, who sometimes comes out with excuses. Lastly, it was still have an IMC after the removal of Ogum. And can one person form an IMC? Ababio Michael, and anyway, a free UK, Abrayan. The local source no Abrayan. But you hear the first part of his message, you know. Say, Adriana Kotokosho mo 2-0, ewo doma hinkra, any news bia. Anya no wanwa. Frisena, omo last 11 games, mo winning 2 bet. Omo nyade omasa. Omo form na form. This is Kotokosho mo, any news be. Makotokofon, for beating Adriana. That's first part of the message.
Okay.
Minimum comment.
Number 1. Obien himself prosperity. This is not the first time I watch Adriana Doma.
Yeah.
And beating Adriana in Doma and pay his history books. Any news. Again, check the last visit Doma, Kotokotenya results, at least a point. Last is no a point.
Yeah.
And Adriana and Lions then again. More to the point, Kotoko ni Bianca something na ye. O Bianca sa. Kotoko support a bien wa ko dina ba Bianca se team na ye.
O ba na him say this game no Coach Ogum go lose ya and can sack na no.
Make after the game.
Yeah, okay.
And I say after the game, you know what Kotoko ni Bianca something na ye. Win Naba, they are very happy, but even them they still don't have trust in prosperity. Take it from me.
I see.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Supporters.
Yes. Win Naba. Omo happy because they've beaten Adriana. No more expected. Yes. But omo the team netinu omo kone omo ba no pa for bia gina ntan next do ha. Na busan say coach nko ana on because of nko. But they know that if you sack the coach now, it is an unpopular decision.
Okay.
After beating Adriana.
They know Ojina so because win.
Yes, wako win. They know if you sack the coach now, it is an unpopular decision because wako doma akwa 2-0. A football who even no, sir, from henceforth, Kotoko will start winning games until you trade cautiously. But you know, I've not heard any Kotoko supporter.
Oh, sir.
Say, your team na ye.
Okay.
Obian trade go baby, they are only happy because they beaten Adriana. But you know, take it from me. I'm saying that those closer with the team are still not happy with prosperity. Until you know, Kotoko so taking it from there. Games at least benya time kakra to prepare and FA Cup match which isn't so difficult.
Yeah.
And also Kwakobo has a folk. That's all we knew gamer. One kasa no ye fan with it because half form and no more no. Never through. And House of Oak last game against Watama so Intimia winning. That is the position of the Kotoko team now. That is the position of the Kotoko supporters now. Omunkoka will be ada. All of a sudden, a team that played 5 games, 15 points, 1 out of 15, all of a sudden, their team is Real Madrid. All of a sudden, their team is Ali. They are only happy because they've beaten Adriana and that's it.
What about the last, Busa and Asante Kotoko IMC after some way you go free hono? Akoka nipa bakope. Is that true?
You know, I said, Coach Kosiapia. Coach Kosiapia. That's why he's still in Egypt.
That's why a member of the IMC.
Why not? He is still.
That's right.
Yes. And Nana Penkran Sunni.
There be only a member of the IMC.
Only a member. Okay. He say member to Kosiapia or town. To Kosiapia and Nana Penkran. You know, no prayer was here. Can I say? Kotoko hitima management ni kwasi ni petu. Asim ni na no.
Okay.
Na eno anano ne yeka PR wa. Eze Kotoko team say edawo. Say gina ho. Say butu obi ani mehwe. Eno anzo am ko training. No makobo match. Win ba, lose ba. That is not Kotoko. If you want to compare Kotoko to the Sundowns and Ali and call yourself the club of the Central, the management, no general, I will say people to take certain position and take responsibility for certain actions. Nina can who be now making the performance above him.
Okay.
Nina can who be because general.
Okay.
The check the organogram of the club now. Where is the board? what is the management? Into the human will be here.
MC na say yache.
Ache, you know. Nana Pinkran cannot do the job. Into the Cycles are taking the position of. I'm telling you, when they were searching for a coach, it was the Cycles leaders who were searching for the coach. Cycles to form pen in phone and a coach, you know. Yes, because you know, Untimi fan and and what is his experience in the game?
Yeah.
Fine, any position beyond who experience and what to give, but you know, if you want to manage Kotoko, you know, and yes, how person manage Kotoko, you are managing a whole institution. Theory is the Kotoko, Chine Hunse Mua, results Hunse Mua, support to be a candidate, players will be a candidate. The last time we discussed, say, players who are teams in Ketuama will be and test will be coach in America. Me coach Kasa Mwana be bofu coach Tiatiame. Player bedroom Kotoko in 1 week. Or to coach at Yame. As if the player is prima donna. It's all those things. You need people who are well equipped and experienced enough to occupy certain positions to address those issues. But Kotoko you know, Kotoko and for me that is a worrisome. And not the earlier on filling those gaps and the better because you know Kotoko can not only be managed by an app and cry alone. Because see up here. I feel the pressure any be so at you also pressure and so on nature Kotoko no. It is a do. He cannot combine baby or any respect or woman Kotoko team no na fear. You know obviously or how best support but you know Kotoko a team the be or say meeting cause the be also on discussing baby the be also near after fiber and that decision alone cannot be taken by one man Kotoko you know a full management team crown with gurus big men almost occupy certain positions na say na eko na ko edi pa baako
si a okay pa baako ko se pia e free dia wa or a coach or baby
yes
so just yes do a very busy person
very busy
nti a hard dream
yes
Newton da sobre ono so a very busy
very
go free
he demanded
baako na me no bi no consult no for piece of advice but on can
okay
yeah Inti oguma ko free honde akwa na penkran nko
but that is the best decision.
Inti so bu so mo share meeting ni ade a bia na kwesi free no abaga na ha na bia nkomo ba ko ba na no akwa ko ba seriously say the work no am say emredu yeah I say either say a permanent team na emu yedu on managing no meyi no more the power to appoint and sack so to say yeah say ogum ekobo match ba obi obe report to akoma no ana mewa yeah
yes
say on kan hu bi no obi obe report to akoma no ama omo question no
yes after the signings the best decision they've taken they've taken this season
and they say free
coaching and one
but you know my person Bwandi on the PR aspect nandi ka say omuhia PR no omo adwene say this time around no omuhia PR also go round co radio stations omo person mo say in Europe okwa PR ni ho a co radio stations so club ni take decision yes board management accepted but PR ni there almost see in Europe Chelsea Real Madrid
communication team
some communication team yes
some question am do
I know just so many people me analyze me info ntino almost say almost decision say Kotoko take decision press release in Europe unti se PR ko meba
we use Europe no
the same PR ni ho statement na ba omo ye bibi ya take this way press release na ba press release na press release
personally
in Europe that's the way to go
asimia by clearance the bia for every day release the press release every day
say the bia Kotoko asemba
man for explanations ne clearance ne ade ti de bia no
they don't Kotoko they say the bia obi beka so explanation
there bia said you specific question won't me answer that
but me the engineer said na statement
na ba we aso hu say management ba ba ko de ko
oh minka management one meka no there be one meka management
kwa me yenhwa bo for no say
oh as the no mama as mon team ase minka me say minka management asem menka
Nti
board
Europe
asem
very free.
the make can say
Europe
almost
very free.
Matthias almost PR no almost pese assemba they use press releases
Yes. You know mo nyaje.
so mo fa PR
Yentiase ai. Eso mo fa PR outfit ankasa. So just say.
So say okay different no.
The same thing and
The same thing. Clear issues. Explaining your man at the
fans.
Yes.
Now say the Europe.
As someone okay. Pontia na communication team phone in bana me raise question bia. Na almost me man me bo me so. What be that?
Tima
Europe dey free.
Tima Cycles na pe coach no Europe yo.
As someone okay.
David na pinka ne pe coach. Enyo
Anaro. Enfe ko se kona bia. Na enfa bibia no.
What to say about match obi akotena TV so say mumra me hebo.
Antara me ka say here no.
They tell you no mo ntwemo.
What to say Europe. Honum no ya top pre-season ticket no go for to.
Yeah, phone
ticket ni ade. Arsenal ticket. Last time I tried say Pibiato. Says unya chance qualifies or beto krana. You do free upon pem ho pa. O to nyina na o ba form kakra. Who don't go vote to say abro ma bre. Krachi. En ko Europe asem ma
Would you
hazi.
say na the call to Chelsea? Would you say?
No crane say.
ko dey kasem to obuza questions.
PR statement
Okay.
Jomo mu ni ma ken kan ne.
Yeah.
I say near cheche mu ahe. So we must say
The Galaxies are having enough time to prepare their game, so the coach can decide to call 500 players and have a second look at them due to the time ahead, which I don't think is bad. Comparing them to the Black Stars is wrong because they only have 5 to 6 days to spend with the national team in the FIFA international break. In Didi Dramani, we trust. They should allow him to do his job. Spain Boga. And so Abre. Okay. Yeah, share aboa for no nsensem kakra. Kwame.
Yes,
sorry so ho.
I'm patrying.
Bosu kakra nsa na o de aboa for no nsensem kakra.
O general local stories no me ba dientia stakeholders meeting between a statement na e ba ye abra Black Stars anku ye dientia ye to ashe foforo no mechim dientia GF no omo postpone.
Omo to ashe da.
Omo fa date ne mba.
Okay.
Dientia omo to akoshe ho no.
Okay.
Me de ho nsem ahodo de beba. Apart from no
Traditional rulers in
omo to ashe da. Yes. E ba the explanation dientia omo to ashe da no. E de aba. Ye babo wura Kumasi Asante Kodokwanura meeting course details e woman decisions ahodo a Kotoko management no IMC no o matiki e de afa Kotoko way forward no so ye de beba.
Okay.
And saying general story so aye I mean di jambra
What's the type no?
And I'm sure statement TTS here statement now ba
Was we catch what you say catch. All right, there you go for the.
what you catch me be some questions one can you just say all about to us what you say just say you
Call me pa. Just stick to it. The Europe
That's a statement. RTM services. One minute you made this wrong. Abam. RTM.
Bas fa credit.
What's that?
Kura uni ma ken kan ya.
Bas Krafedi.
Bas Krafedi. Na no ko ba be kan bas fa wase. Ah
oh, until so justify Chisan na.
No.
David Chisan son man. Na Syria bebre. Chese la wujira di wujira.
Yes, no remember this.
David was Syria no one kasa statement. To what you say? RTM services. Woman the Jimedius from Ko Air Bus Way a second edition and a woman deba a 3 weeks intensive training and a woman air. Woman chose the CH forklift. Woman chose excavator training and now say excavator CDC AUC and now a wheel loader and the boho and the 6 weeks plumbing training. 6 weeks plumbing training and a ebekoso and into your beer o person nya sa insanu adwuma we sansan adwuma wo
company bia bitima ye djuma wom sansa no djuma we uwa utu kwan kwa manone a we djuma pe eye so easy at the mount and it go for registration form and intentem utu kwan bi to say UK Canada Czech Republic a hono de djuma de ofa ne kwa cover registration form no just 100 Ghana cedis pe just 100 Ghana cedis offer registration form ni wi a na fam ya hyase eno ya ba betwenu ekwa be faso na we twi forklift we sua cedis twi excavator wheel loader ya be cho kwa betima etu borehole 6 weeks plumbing training ene de be ma o opemu nchemu bia number nie 0534 045169 0534 045169 and only a number RTM yabema training amwonya nsano adwuma and so I am latest form your partner for life wa brebom yonkone latest form kope latest form ni bi and no any akonya wotena so unya problem we chinkase no unya problem wom wo sisi no unya problem wom latest form your partner for life ya wo visa fa no 6500 Ghana elno so 3100 Ghana cedis and until what na washene nsom totina 74 and unity 74 kopeti 74 edoni binanom nanum T74 edoni bi ko nipedueni mu die koya amanie die dikan ebustu immune system no ama hodin bam immune system no awodi bam a yare bi ntimi embo ne titi obi wo HIV obi wo COVID wo fibroid wo ulcer wo asthma fatigue unante kakra bi no abre utena se kakra bi no abre anase obi a sebe mpeduasa o kasa no eba nanso pampa die chire no enkoye wo gonorrhea anase wo cancer any yare bia pressure no osro anase syphilis kope eye dry fan totina 74 any drugstore chemical shop bia beko bia no obenya bia to okoni wenya bia no afre yen your number ne 0246 073498 number way and afra obeti yenka ewo Republic Bank Banga obetimi edo ho ato mo so no wo ye businessman businesswoman wo ye individual wo hu chiro ope banka obetimi na ye djuma na mfaso abaso de mawa Republic Bank because oko Republic Bank itimi ma loan wo de toka wo de todan utimi de ejapade bia opese wo ye ma credit cards a wo de kwam no ne utukwan ba bibia bekobia wo to ade a sika betie free so no kitua bi investment na pese wo ye usika ne da bank mfaso bia mbaso fire investment amafo investment because osoro investment na anhwe ya na sika no akwakoyera enunti and also called Republic Bank ye digital and retail banking our Republic Bank uko bebi bia na hu bank bia cho Republic Bank bowra ho obenya aya bank ne so emfaso eyie papa BOG Clinic BOG Alternative Clinic and Diagnostic Center. The control your number no. Your number near 0240 512171 0240 512171 and 0539 863838 0539 863838 Balm of Gilead Alternative Clinic and Diagnostic Center. Yene di BOG vinegar no edia bedwaso enunti kope BOG vinegar no na de bianu sugar bianu e wo se BOG wom apart from an yare bia how bia free tri so ekosi na ase de e BOG Clinic and wo se woko se diabetes hypertension stroke peptic ulcer or a bone disorder arthritis and nasa awo and a wope asthma ne how why kesi opeso so wo fu ye kese wo ye kese hu bebie friba yare bia how bia no BOG Clinic and wo se woko ya wo kumase your branches awodo no ya obi okumase takrade ene enkran kumase ya the cabin udu the cabin MTN4 office no na chipe baby a eja hotel annex no ye ne di nhwani mu enkran ye West Legon ye ben West Legon pharmacy takrade ye wanaji ye ben choice mart for waniche BOG Clinic na yare no won fan kofie da ye betu ase nyina e de amount Coca-Cola inshemu bia wo ye bia no drink out the kwasi obi obeba betimi anum bibia eye Coca-Cola na Coca-Cola se sabre Coca-Cola original regular taste in 300 ml glass bottle no ewo dwa so we ewo glass bottle no Canadian nsetre esiso no ewo ho 300 ml enu ewo dwa so na no ye turn 3 cedis 50 pesos 3 cedis 50 pesos enye kokunko ena wo glass bottle no mu your Fanta ewo glass bottle no mu your Sprite ewo glass bottle no mu apart from enonum wo pe coke nso a ewo bottle mu no pet bottle no mu a eno so 6 Ghana cedis eno abofra ni kosko ntimi fa glass bottle no ma no na ma abofra ni kosko a na person man coke obeso man Fanta obeso man Sprite no pet bottle ni bi 6 Ghana cedis now they share lunch box no mu de amano na odi ekosuku na wotimi akwa num amana nyahodin ewom wo bi ton ne dan edan na waton shene so 6 bedroom toilet and bathroom wardrobes any nyina no ehihiem de amount 2 bedrooms our down floor with a hall and a kitchen and a 4 bedrooms our upstairs when city ctm and your boys quarters and so kan de amount and until you be a pedan ato a unye bu amana ne pedan ato a dino a good location a josu krapa and a dino a ben former a metro fm Daiwood Heban chenhope your number opese offering our suniem 0552 188669 0552 188669 and that's a 0204 843387 0204 843387 offer number we so yebejo so Amalina Children's Haven abakumase yewo kumase dada na sesem ye bie eyekese pa Amalina Plaza awo patase etoaso endan miensa anase story building miensa ni na ntade akola ne bibia pebia no ebi wom from day 1 ekodu so ba no benya 20 years bibia hia bia de mani bia no Amalina Children's Haven and also do any chair ewo eye patase ye ben santase runabout towards oko eye police depot no ohne bia ye wo akola ne duane ne ntade ne mpaboa ne walker ne car seat bibia pebia no ewo ho oto ade enso ho a ye wo discounter ye de ebema uko Facebook a obehu Amalina Children's Haven ewo ho obetuma kohwehwe nyama ne bi no choose de ope uko Instagram ye ho uko TikTok ye ho enu nti so pentade papa upanyama papa atom e de ma bana Amalina ena wo so ko ye number ne 0501 672-445 0501 672-445 offer number we so ye beje wo so adwuma ho ye den enu tie du tu kwan akọ Dubai na wakọ ye adwuma ni titu wo bia ukutansa no adwuma wo ye plumber ni wo ye carpenter ni wo ye mason ni adwuma bia wo ye bia yensa no adwuma bia no ye 200 workers ne de o metukwan ko Dubai na hye so nhihye nie o passport e wo say ye ready o CV e wo say ye ready chese wo ye plumber anase wo ye mason ni anase o betua medical fee of 500 Ghana cedis and no credential registration fee of 300 Ghana cedis na for the 4 passport pictures e de account na fe bredu say ye de wo ko Dubai no akọ ye juma no manya sika de ogu botom salary per month e be 5500 Ghana cedis number be frey e wo sunie 0554 547 915 0554 547 915 your office ewo Sokoban Kofo School Junction so ohone bia ya wudura obehu yen enso ewo ho heba so cream no eye cream bema bia jatum so person ne obehiem na mo ba na nigi wo mo ba no ne ho sepen no wo ba no ko besan so ba biom ma nigi na wie pay dia baba di kope ba so cream ne bi wo betikitu abi na the for penis no ho wo pa no wa chekere after 30 minutes no akwa wo hye na fe bredu so no ba no ebehiem na wo yusu eba so cream ne wie a obano de bia obeto nsa afani bi obeba se da bi maba me ba beji mani nti yusu eba so kim ni bi ye de osahye mu ho ene de otu mu so ho ene nti oto anu ahye so nyina abo adwuma kro heba so de any drugstore chemical shop bia be ko bia no obenya bia to anase obefre o number we so 0244 750 510 0244 750 510 anase uko any drugstore ebi eguo shene so wo bi asisi ye wo ya na okotode ye wo ya na waposo ye wo ya de elephant ointment usisi rheumatism baby ahono elephant ointment sadikeba powder o dwaso wo yisu sadikeba powder good team ukokom eduane bia odibia mu ebetu koko na se ediamao elephant eba mixture e wo dwaso ebeboa obi asisi ye wo ya ananso obi ayemetim elephant eba mixture and a Flezon 600 stroke there bo ho ban free stroke on Flezon 600 when a stroker Flezon 600 and as attach to na Flexon and the what's one general.
Okay, before some new thing no me person about boss be simanum bi pe.
Okay,
na fe ya kobana mroma it me abiem kakra. I think it's welcoming news for Kumasi Asante Kotoko to appoint their former player Amos Frimpong as the club's deputy welfare officer and youth team manager. That notwithstanding, I will urge Amos Frimpong to build himself up by doing some certificate courses that will help him to understand the psychological mood of the senior and youth players. In our modern game, we need to consider certain things before expecting future results. Amos Frimpong's raw knowledge and experience in playing football won't be enough for him. Dr. Ogum's exclusion from the IMC is long overdue, but it's a good one. DD Akomadan Senior High School. Yenhwe there would be
a DD message na mamfa so into no tumfo hia IMC no or the two menim say omomode no many old former players no and build your capacities build your say or say the palace Mensha Palace ebe support ya me support na former players of Kotoko no metimi build your na general team no metimi abeji team no aye ho adwuma enra meeting no otumfo say to the two times name say former players no build your capacity and for more say the be adachi bi no ometima be so team no mu no maboa ma team no etima fa ne ntoma pa efra ti eno meeting course ka ho bi no tumfo de to menim eno so koda nchen tumfo sa so de to menim se o hwe technical team no head coach and assistant coaches no sika omugia gab no eso.
Oh, okay,
pacho what ma say gab no eso nti ebasa na ye bo coach sika assistant coach no emuwa nti wo se management no ehwe no me ni yie na je no na me nhwehwe mu no coach Prosperity Ogum oje $4,000 excluding tax nti sika no Janet with dollar na yense man oje dollar na excluding tax kotoko ni tua nti se wo pay ye tax no e wo so no wo pay kese na tax wo so no prosper yente tax kotoko ni tua ndika wo se nka wo pay kese nka betima ka che owura kwabena kese se me pay no me pay tax mbe so beti tax wo so o se tax ni wo responsibility ade
this can only come from Obi Omakoma.
Oh, this is below belt. This no one can
be at to one
can say mean to bomb explanation of the
1228
assistant coaches they know $4,000 at current rate it came be 500 million eba assistant coach the highest is $6,500 Ghana cedis. The toss the 5,000 the toss the 4,000 gab no one esa utumfo se etimi de enyinyi ba technical team no ti omo hwe na omo nyini ye emfa ma club no se de bia be ma club no nyinyi ntimi empem eno koda nchen omo wie with the king and omo koshia Prosperity Ogum omo ne koshia ebe man briefing se no ontimi nya IMC member biom was no concentrate when coaching Jumedi no and then the core responsibility nti IMC ni dutu nanim hono na ontia se de but omo ni say be free ba no ade a otumfo decision omo na kwa discussion nti prosper agitum as say general wako back as coach of the club or kwa coach Kumasi Asante Kotoko club no na general sisi ne sese no wo define the rule no the man no oba report to the IMC no be reported their mom IMC no mbo game wia IMC no beto no sa dia frɛ no Kotoko wini sen na sikoye ombo game na Kotoko lusu a IMC no beto no sa dia frɛ no ye lusu yi coach Prosperity Ogum die ne course nti ye lusu ye before games Prosperity Ogum be kyerɛ players are what from any dientia what fresh players no any players no line up obe use and yes some be make changes but be brief you atchom niema also ye nyina no ye nhihia wo maye e de ema coach no said e be obedi so no bia dwumede no enso etimi akonkan e de ama club no eno no hihia da wo efri Kumasi Asante Kodoko Boboko na so na January Justice Blay asat now Kodoko amano contract offer abante no Kodoko abono so on fan response na sa ne counter contract proposal ambra asat na January on fama wo mo asat na eno ni situation of
Frederick ohwem kakra
January na ewu January January ewu January nuro
to man time kakra baba
ade woni na kasa
me man time kakra
okay
so enyanwura December kra mu tienhwe
okay Frederick Kasa
too much
okay Frederick Kasa so contract ewu sorry ebewu next year ono so ma shase ni di nkomo Frederick Kasa
okay
but you know ono so sika na open no so pa a big a huge nti omo catch said there be Frederick was ye be foul sin na e wo ejina bia omuwa I am such nti etimi aboa na January on be pay goalkeeper kan ko be sign goalkeeper in January dia kan on be sign midfield aka players no be sign strikers and so e dia ka team no and no ni say the city and so Ghana Football Association wo mo etu meet na e wo senka wo mo Asia stakeholders no ahemfo journalists obi amuhye mo a discuss your football no wo mo etu e dia kwose da fofora asat na wo mo fan by wo mo say the beside impenyufo no we any response of them the ESCO has postponed it to properly prepare and get all stakeholders involved. You know a man for kasa say yam free we Eric Usman Sabatan say referees didn't yam free referees ni nyina can be and a GF ne decide say the ESCO ne decide say ye the best da foforo na fe yetime invite all stakeholders no mu nyina ba ne brainstorming say there be football no e baba back nemom e kina de ESCO no be hia o be hia take decisions e de afa coach otu adon obekaya last week on be to just say also musia Wednesday no take decisions I don't Wednesday general wo mo ebehia no take decisions ebeboa ema eye boboko no enso etim sorry Black Stars etima fan and from a perfect to do meeting e beba so chana no mo stakeholders the end there general wo mo e de akose da foforo coach Ogum 3 matches aka no mo 7 points
one e kasa
IMC no. Yes, I'm a catch and say Kotoko 3 next 4 games yet Kotoko next 3 games 12 points no when yakura also 7 points 9 points when yakuso 7 points at the mark club no I'm a catch up yes
so onya 7
out of 9 yes I'm a catch no say onya 7 out of 9 out of the 9 points no and yes else in the management IMC mi bisa no bisa else
go be okay with the emphasis here
else there something to me bisa
no the mesem gen say now we there for public consumption na
you know say ESCO meet no ko details la say dey betu about it
kwame when Mr. Kra the else say obvious
say
so season no
asi amount
ya san
pass mark
any amount season yem fa yenyi 3 mount na edu ba bi ni amount 3 say so person boy juma ho ban ya 3 my 7 points as chance wa my ya
one my so betima 2 pace ana
one ka jiro
I know to me bisa ana
It men church wa dey it was just present the story
you mean
that can now run
oh I don't know
me ko ni waba that now do hushim me ko ni waba
jeno na baba kama msima ba ku bio
sa
na do ni somba
asa ma ko ni ti na sa ba na office me
atap so ko
Adoro send me crew for
ko yo 26 minutes
oh okay
need to for ni na
any man come na fa man come na
efija kwa Bre South youth soccer gala ebaso
okay
uko efija kwa Bre a ye ka eduman edua moabo buja ko de ne gukuabo so honom nya na ye de gala sonko baso Sunday and the chassis.
Okay.
Na ya bo akosi 6 ade a chia na ya to aba.
Okay.
Na we no ye MP ne wadi na MP wi awoko. Owuraku edu one MC na omaka bom na omudi dwumadi wi eba.
Okay.
Nti kure amabodi dinase ne ade na oni bo a ye bo no okode. Ho na ye fija kwa abre ye capital. Nti kode municipal honom ne ye bo.
Ti wa ma enfa ho. Se jo ma ba ken fa ho.
O de fa no obeba. Dama tanso te chiribi. Peace. Madaruma.
We need Steven Oduro in the commercial Asante setup. Oduro should build himself up and come down to Asante Kotoko. We need his presence. Oduro or America born in bro. Jam school, it's no or born in bro America. Okay. I blame Newton for the issues of Gold Stars not getting call-ups. My reason is he always does in-depth analysis, strengths and weaknesses of Asante Kotoko, Hartlepool, Midiema. Meanwhile, Gold Stars is leading the league table. Kwame Taylor, Lakeside Estate, Accra, and so by minimum on Kwame Taylor, Yakwaba, na the Akani, the Hunsem, and so Bremo. Seth, Mpreso, and and so by Seth, the message in everywhere. Oh, too bad. Or the Achi long ago. Na I'm saying another bar studio ha. Na Achi nem so pursue ura house, so say na security for pam no free. Oh, mama na ma. Story bisa ya. Na ni brepa. Eno de ne Achi. En nanado. Ewo days no so nanado akonya wa na Achi tin nche. Say the we assist. Yeah. Achina nanado studio na Achi so onim ewura na ekiti. So ba ompam na nei nanado tia na chitia
omo no ompam nanado empam achi no ene omo ba achi be pam so mba nanado nchen ya chi be pam
be ko ba me the picture na chi me fekeke na asori agina o kasa na chi eti ho bo.
Wow.
Yes,
I say Mr. Mwatini blue and Russia tabaya.
Yeah, Mr. Mwatini blue security for more
Kessben, I said that house. I say
Mr. Blue head of security, and Mr. Martin assistant. I was in the house. But shut up by no. Shut a security for the Pamo.
Opposite, maybe a ton phones.
No contract.
No more contract. Oh, take you over security.
America president about my boy.
The Ghana police.
But look, security is same now. No more
take charge.
And then fake.
Mr. Martin blue.
Shut up. Minimum so huge, but minimum so huge. Hey,
security ningo for dinner chidia. Wow. To us that house gate him na man for one but
Kofa police for be 20.
Yeah.
Wow.
Go for number to build vinegar free Mr. Mwati when you are the music.
Satamba house build. New take over.
Right. All right, Chief. So Ghana Premier League, you are discussing a lot of games at the free moon. Most of you're discussing this year. Utmi shame at the predictor set. Say, media man echo face Young Apostles over the weekend. I'm winning that game, I ensure say media man can potentially or between Ghana Premier League, I see on media man already catch back last time okay so or twice for Africa now who do a home common. Now media man team it's been built on a very good attacking players. Now every time Biani busa questions about a Nema ya na team be a Premier League, me per say a screen in your share media team ni pa. But Young Apostles and you know o show team no o show performance. I'll be telling Benjamin Chum the goalkeeper Obabe Jinamu Edema Masawood the goalkeeper ya na Zunka goalkeeper or check the Young Apostles this season. Now o share media team ya now me busa questions back how many times foreign coaches said to me dominating your league but you didn't come be what I say. This situation was the first goal at a buy. Now Derek Fodro and a goal we say show TV the Sweden Benjamin Chum but be an 9 Nifanusi anybody a goal post it's an angle of 33 degrees. That 33 degrees in a say a hono a bia hosapa any coin striker possibly it's with the ball no efa hono. But a hole and a dairy for draw at the border fight. Forget about the power behind the ball, but the angle of the situation, a home command. So Benjamin Chum, na metaka se mi say, your league aye bo opasa obona bonia. And near my baku me be abe here no the mutinti my baku your goalkeeping department, you know. As I say, home and performance in the course so goalkeeper no to me and signal and support wa home true. Now the second goal no can send me and send me. First of all was the position of the goalkeeper. The time I made the man to throw in no to show team no so in Swatra and I say young apostle defense and at that time no it was really scattered. But Benjamin Chum position in at the time I to throw in no. To fair na wash throw in or say anticipate who say dangerously he fan the ball no bet me and drop yafa. But in the second position you know he really lost footing. But be an adjourned that side the ball in the battle. But be the diving position of Ben Chum was so wrong. And Oshaya Prince made sure there was a bit of bullet behind the ball. But you know, he wasn't in a diving position. He lost ability, he lost footing and almost everything. A bit did a dive and a man inside me I can't ball no Chum. And me and so young apostles Elusu considered 2 goals for fear. But Sir Joe, yeah, now attack clean sheet defenders and goalkeepers, yeah. In that same regard, me the blame no ebema benchum say onona oba board no to net. But ni boja couple and the TV see opani awodi amedi ba team nanim after say coach Adote assume the role of technical director or support to opani. How many times other foreign coaches are holding the league, you know, at a time one who's so beyond me mabiem. A Lions obako as for kobako and na media ma so bako. Now this season, you know, o hwe media squad ne din a omo attack na da TV so midfielders ne the twice no now about be do defenders and goalkeeping department but for emphasis sake yemfa your attention ko attack no na ye ni e hono nkomo kakra o hwe Kevin Nkrumah the refugee na Kofi Babel dia we see Taylor the boys from Pong a Kingsley Bryan media ma akwa a team back naturally they win with a natural center forward so okaya Ameture Prince Opoku and Chebia no omunya Jonathan Sowa. First strikers when you know to some level of success. Omu lead media team no to the height and omo hwehwe. Now this season media ma goes by yet omu concede. Concede you know ya bought 12 games. Sir Joe 5 teams and the ball at media net. 8 teams ent me for ball into media net. Now 5 for no extra say media concede 8 goals at an average of 0.7 per 90 minutes now bebono. Even though media goes Yakwa guaranteed every time piano per 90 minutes now on 0.9. But defense no one sempa 7 clean sheets and akipi clean sheets no dey enkabibia because osha 8 goals in 12 games no media ma ho ayakwache no or consider 2 editia has folk or consider 2 editia Bechem United or also consider 2 etia Adriana and a dream share bako or share Basake 2 and a Basake bako so 8 goals you know breaking it down saying it here now talking about our performance this season you know and no and media court chart so a TV super fair the highest point of the league so far and the lowest point for media mano see so kakra media team almost sorry from match day 1 kakra starting from the 5th position almost caught 3rd kakra no what by the lowest point at match day 10 almost drop at the bar 7th position and then I'm winning ya quickly on my frostro na babi enkomo no ehia pa na me de wadri o check goals scored per 90 minutes now media man nya 1 player wash 3 goals this season Ubenya Dereford wash 2 Kamara D Mahmudu right back Blaster unhu no wash 2 Osab na Dino Tete wash 2 and of course Kevin Nkrumah Prince Owusu ne go no na me de kire wono dia we see Taylor the boys from Pong media man are not really putting their fingers crossed because in the final third who the OG team no e see na beti so 2-2-2-2 and it's so reflective on the table say media man performance no e be koyi akoni it has to reflect on both departments. Make a more attack, you know, and a defense, you know. So, as I say, the media ma jump pa no about at a goal plus of 3. The goal plus of 3 means Mediama winning 6 games this season and draw me and lose me and on points accumulation as at this point of the league 21 just some 2 points behind the other table on the top in BBA goal stars and just 1 point short of Nations FC on also edaso mienu na ma menche wade ba kwa esesa mediama omoye ho adwuma pa yie so the makan nyina no kire say in the final they have some level of strength omutimi e dey punish more opposition teams no and also more opponents na mo defense na mediama struggle pa mediama haven't been able to put up a defense best stay very resolute. Keep the nod not tight and closed. Every time we as a team now, Mediama Bonijia to me say, our attack, our the weaponry, but we are punishing Mediama power. The only thing about say about attacking Mediama last line, and has a folk, Adriana, and then Bechem United, all of those teams, me and Obia added 2 goals, added to Mediama nets. Now, league, they are both first round away. So we are asking questions. Short of personnel, any problem not for Mediama? Me, I would say no. Because Nuruddin, one best partner for Vincent Atinga for the Mediama days, or that's what Kofi Asma said, Joe Bapa or Penasem. Kofi Asma is still in the books of Mediama. And I know we saw bench one more. Emmanuel Kujo, Michael Enu, all these guys, and that's what more. And talk about God knows Japasu Manuel Mante, a Midfield that can on any day protect every defensive backline. Away your league. How many goals have they conceded? It means even though my personnel, no, but put them in a structure, there are a lot of cracks. And one media team now, ni Boja Capo, and then the boss coach adote, as a set Amokeka and some CNE na Atmia Bomo. A Queba Faso League, and yet the availability of midfielders. And now availability of defenders, but availability of a good structure in both ends, attack and then defense. Now, Mediama and Bassa Moon, crab ball, not pressure, bamo. So, how do you stay very glued to defensive striking? How many times have you given offers and chances to the opposition teams? So, Mediama Baji League in Africa, are they putting all their strength in the final third? For now, that is the case. Now, Ekwa no final third, who else is the face of the attack? It's a certain Derek draw. But Branti Asempa. Now, on your goal scorer, Bebresa, he's not a really good finisher. Say, CFA boss on 10 chances. Derek Asha, should be a 4 or 5 on any day. He is not a real finisher. But by the evidence of the first round, and from the 12 games, Derek Fajo, the man you see here at 1.62 by height, or not the leader of the medium attack. Quickly, in Chamnianko, in Swatra, FAC has folk. Now, Master Folk as a sound in a diamond midfield of 4. Salim Adam, Theophilus Collins, Mohammed Sani, and then Hussein Mohammed. And a coach now, Ade Mauli Wayo, Ejra Hamza Issa Achi. In a typical 4-man midfield diamond shape, 4-4-1-1. For in Swatraman, it was a typical 4-2-3-1 or double pivot of Daniel Amo and then a partner. Now, Omo Ekishwa said, about the pressure of the Has folk. Now, this season, I can once apart from the free mono. Has folk got a good partnership in Samuel Amofa and a Kelvin Osasibe. That 4 and 5 for year Juma Pa the Has folk. I'm not forget to cross say Emmanuel Amankwa, Ransford Mensa, or Latrasa, I'm also a support to Amo. Everything good in terms of definition. I will have spoken to someone Amofa and a Kevin Osasibe and a Yajmano. Now I understand apart from Yaba, so it even makes that department so rich, so rich. Now the problem is to say in a final test, I have spoken to me and she go. Now she schedule the board about Abatoneta. Yeah, now a bit difficult to and until this season, open the paper call. Okay, can I ask for attack? You know, it's a certain Hamza Isa. I don't know. Yeah, you now better you go say the good basket back. A banner sana basket in a crack and as a fruta. How many players in the final third fast folk and a young go? So put away Hamza Isa and the Mauli Wayo. Has folk attack and a first of all, it's devoid of dynamism. Every time there you can solely predict Hamza Isa and Obia person Ofidino. That hasn't been the case the days of Haspoka minimum. They always have wingers, a bit near Tomenti and Latra. They always have a striker, a bit near leading line, Ashago Ziamamo. But it hasn't been the case. We shall go and swat the two via Steven DU, one of our best players. And of course, generally in our Premier League, Steven DU happens to be one of the best players. They had initially a very good defensive system. A defending ball, we say. Benjamin Asare to Tony Sabakumiru. In fact, I did for Kaya and a fee pa. Getting Benjamin Asare in their books. Now, the team no share with TV. There was something now extra say ball will say under no circumstance and a ball will be to turn it. To share there was a structure of 4. And a Benjamin Asari no, a 2 was our bambo pa na kebusa sa ball a goa and Kausha TV no so because no and you go. But this was the goal in Swat the ball to turn it. You know the activeness, reactive senses of us defenders, you know, it has to be up there. Okay, sir, I'm going to fly us boy. The same box area now, and I'm consider them person make Kenyan and say, oh, was any public but I'm bad to do an ababeda. Yes, I'm a bass on mobile defender, but as soon as the ball is kicked in, kukuru, Juana has spoke a consider. So you can count about 4 or 5 players at a surrounding situation. You know. Benjamin Asari was so alert, yet when the ball was shot in. Na born at the net. Has folk will be coming up in the days bar against certain big teams. Menka this season teams in your form. Ababako Tokwa and Chakra. Has for Besabo Bieri Go Stars. You know, these are some of the big games I ever break. Chelsea is another big game. Has folk put your face together. In the final third, Hamza Issa, Mauli Wayo, or a dead ball situation at the goal number. Defensively, I can't really see a team where you're so solid. There are big games coming up. If indeed, as for percent of Bora top 4, FA Cup, no, which more. Now, who's a season, a call, a blossom said they are now fans in Shasha. These changes have to be maintained or repaired. Other than that, I better to say, you win bako, you draw bako, you lose bako, that kind of season. So, Joe, my friends, you are not too much, so I'm not here. Did you have my basana, a hard general my fancy and 2 show so. Nanyakupo Yadma Brekum Chelsea Nations for the first time in 2 years. Ever since Nations our existence, our league Obia far ball and Koto net our 2 winning game. What the 2 nets are can what's here, Sana Net Nations. It's changed. We will look details of that game, Yankupo Yadma. Ochina. What's that be Makwan for now, my men actually. I mean for now.
Yeah, Mamuna Kwababium about midfield action. Kessben television, Kessben 93.3, Kessben 92.9 Accra. Newton Latin Marijata and Yakotin in Karura clubs no more Accra. The Nsempi Efrim and so the Abreno. Yeah, you can make stories no more Accra. Yeah,
General and some name, yeah, Bakoye GFE. Any stakeholders in the executive council meeting or Tuado. And the other one is got to do with Asante Kotoko and she share Omodiaba. Mami Piki GFD first. Okay. First of all, the stakeholders meeting no postponed. My position has not changed. I don't think the problem is a bit devil in football. No, the GFA president, the executive council, Amunya where they know. SAR stakeholders meeting, a match I do about nothing. Okay. Yeah, you be several times. It may be a quaco so money a day. Omuina says, Sebi, ye tea ye crano mukuchigun crata, so I decoshe draw one year cantuma, a seat. 1 year you want no more drink, and no more interest, and no more running football. So for me, so much postpone me, my dreams are on shedding here. Then we and free honoma, they are going to meet to discuss on. Of Utuado. The issues now, money as stakeholders we're discussing. And one more one, they have already dissolved the management committee of the Black Stars. We and the next thing is to take a decision on Utuado. I'm saying that Utuado has exhibited sufficient incompetence to merit a sack. And we here say be Papa no achese adwuma no ontumi nye omunhya ase enwene ho ne enhwe going forward the way ebeko eno ne GF nsem no. Back to Asante Kotoko, many tester no kan say omo eyi owura ana Dr. Prosperity Ogum free IMC ni mu na wa concentrate on the technical duties no a long overdue. For me, I also agree say a long overdue. First of all, here it be how I change it by quickly near there. I actually expected say after the first season, Nanko Mube enter into the second season, they should have taken that decision straight away. And I think say a very good decision. Honestly, Kotoko here proper structures. As I say, I am seeing beefing it up. Ya mianim ni penimni. A big team like Asante Kotoko, Nana Apenkra or Bon Homo Dimbia, but minhu kotoko management asebi so say
yeah
now magic league pen general look Dr. KK Sapon edgy league with Masokunedo no you saw a well structured Asante Kotoko management and board we are no the free honum krana o fase Kotoko J under Didi Dramania we saw proper structures Ogumba fixed under Nanaya Ponza and in the board no you saw proper structures clear case of leadership with proper supervision. Enti, would they go back to even when the IMC under Bafo it take you over no? At least clearly, director of operations, director of communications, Bafo the head, way, and a golden boy Abdul Razak, a bit pricky housework dominance. Ghana League, you know, Obia Kachna will say management in Bull League in Ibiobo. Even for Kotoko, anytime a Kotoko League, you know, you could see the influence. First, Ogum winning the league. Obia ni roa da menyamu player.
yeah
Enti se Kotoko indeed person oji league na esse proper structures e wo hono. Now back to 3 matches a Mudiama Ogum no.
yeah
I don't think that something bia clearly senye 2-0 results na nke bia baby ya o champion jina no.
yeah
E hona nke Ogum jina. Nkoma yinedi them the consequence nkoma yinedi enti we na kire say ebia na obetumi ayo isi do ma ya na se kire nya ne say ebia na obetumi ayo ebia problem na wo ho resource ne ma no wonya anu aduru say ana say we ye one of something enti a matter of we are not too sure whether we have a solution to the problem enti ehwe ne kakra sanete there 3 matches only has to focus Kumazia December I think 14th or 15th
yeah
ewo babayara my yenhwe say when your solution na are the players ready have you gotten your technical and then mutatis and everything correct ana then go to Dreams in Tudu and go and play and then against Gold Stars 3 matches no ye 2 ewo babayara bako away. Now 7 points no more than say win 2 and then draw 1 at least 3 matches no anya ye kura say opese obo adwuma ho ba ya win mienu na ba ko de draw
okay
the household game in Kumasi say one share no lose as say the moment you lose one game it means that you can't make the 7 points come here UK for drivers line drivers lines there are some key here unya failure no I want to aso
okay
u failure no I want to aso okay mistakes be allowed but there are some mistakes at the moment major mistake I want to aso unko anim biem now 7 points if indeed they are going by it what it means is that 3 matches and the moment you lose one you have not been able to make the 7 point
okay
into nwempo ni akoka say yanhwe wai. But let's assume against us about draw. It means that your 7 points is still achievable. Maybe our Dreams are kosher. But our Dreams ko board draw 7-1 to me anye.
Gold Stars.
Ewaha. A difficult task, but I think that I'm passing Kotoko finding Nimojo back. It is possible for them to beat us here. Dreams is not playing well. It is possible to win there and then probably get a draw against Gold Stars and you make your 7 points. So let's see how things pan out.
Okay. Yadi Baye na Marvin 4141. Marvin. Marvin. Our see Marvin Ire Mami at the form. Wow. And 1 week basso. And Mrs. Rose Bafwa na yetai efre no anti Rose onyamfi edio watwe mienu no na oton Piccadilly biscuits ewo Central Market and then 1 week baso nyame yaduma enumre Kumasi Body Junction Jomint Drive ben ana ewo filling station no akire ho na 1 week baso enti Marvin 4141 osi amanfo mumejano na onko yensie na yire mame
we ashina no bia
easy crowd 41 na ye kese pa itimomi enko na yenko boa ma bibia nya kama pa Mrs. Rose Bafo awua yeta afre no ye anti Rose 1 week body junction na baso da mu nyina se emra so se breaking news abidafo enso betra se na omode breaking news no ebremo nyame ya aduma be san ni mo transe ochina ye de mo sepa se muti yen na mo san hwe enso yakram